If you have a WordPress.com account, you can use two different built-in tools to interact with Twitter. The Publicize feature enables you to tweet about a blog post when it's published. This puts WordPress content on Twitter. The Twitter widget lists recent tweets on your WordPress blog. This puts Twitter content on WordPress. Let's take a look at how each of these work. Now, Stacy's been embracing social networking, and she just created a blog on WordPress. There's not much in there yet, but she does have a blog. And what we want to do here is every time she posts a new blog post, we want that post sent to Twitter as a tweet with a link back to the original blog post. And at the same time, we also want to take this area here in the sidebar and we want to put in a list of her recent tweets. So we'll do those two things one at a time. Now both of these start in the dashboard of WordPress. The first one we want to work with is the Publicize feature. So if I go down to My Blogs and click that, you'll see that there's some options here under Publicize. These are all the blogs that Stacy has on Twitter.com. It's just this one blog called Stacy's Ramblings. And the Publicize options are what we're concerned with. As you can see here, she can link this to Yahoo Updates, Twitter, and Facebook. The only one we're really interested in right now is Twitter. So I'm going to turn on that checkbox, and it's saving it here for us. Now it says to enable Publicize Twitter, you need to authorize your WordPress.com account on Stacy's Ramblings to connect with your Twitter account. So you need to click this button, and then Twitter asks you, do you want to let WordPress.com access the account? I'll click Allow, and it'll go back to WordPress. So it says that we've successfully connected and we're ready to go. Now we're going to give this a try by creating a new blog post for Stacy. So I'm going to click down here in the dashboard under Posts, and I'm going to click Add New, and I'll just type in a quick blog post. Normally the blog post would have more text in it, but we just need a little sample to see how it's going to work. So once that's set up there, all I need to do here is where it says Publicize Twitter. I just want to make sure that that checkbox is turned on. I can also type in a custom message here. So if I don't want it to just have the name of the blog post here, which is my new blog, I can type something else in there. For example, I could say, I just posted, and then I could put that in quotes. And then that's the message that would appear on Twitter. When I click Publish, post is published, and I can actually look at it online. Just click this link here, and you can see this is her new blog post. Let's go back to Twitter and see what happened. So I need to refresh Twitter, and there you see it. I just posted my new blog, and there's the link. If someone clicks this link, it takes them to Stacy's page to see the blog post. So that's one of the things we can do with Twitter. The other thing we can do is use the Twitter widgets to add Stacy's tweets to this area right here. So to do that, I want to go back to the dashboard. So I'll click the dashboard button. And now I want to scroll down in here until I see Appearance. Click that. And I want to add a widget. So I'll click that. Now these are all the widgets that are available in this particular theme that Stacy's using. I want to scroll down in this list to find the one for Twitter. They're in alphabetical order. And then you'll see it, Twitter right there. So what I'm going to do is drag this out of here. I'm going to drag it up, push it against the top here because I want to put it up in the main sidebar, and I'll release it. When I release it here, it gives me some options. So I can give it a title and I can provide other information. So I'm going to type in my Twitter tweets. And I need to put in Stacy's username so it knows whose tweets to show. And then I can tell it how many tweets it should show and whether I want to show or hide replies. So if I leave this checked off, it will show those replies to other people. If I turn that on, it will hide those replies. So it'll only be tweets that are not at replies. I'll leave that turned on. Now I can also put some text in here that will appear between the tweet and the timestamp that will appear with it, but we don't need to have that in there. So I'll click Save, and it's already saved. So all I need to do now is go back to Stacy's homepage and refresh it. And you'll see here, this is the post that she created earlier that we tweeted to Twitter. And then here's her Twitter tweets. And you can see the 5 most recent. Every time she tweets to Twitter, it will come up here and they'll just basically scroll off. So the most recent ones will be on top, and then the older ones will appear at the bottom and eventually disappear. What's cool about this is that these links are still usable, and also if you click this here, it'll take you to Twitter where you can actually see that post on Twitter. That's kind of handy in case you decide you want to follow Stacy. So WordPress.com makes it very easy to interact with Twitter. With 2 built-in tools, there isn't much extra work to do. In general, WordPress is a great blogging platform. If you've considered starting a blog, check it out. Go to WordPress.com to get started, and be sure to check out my WordPress.com course here on lynda.com.